Okay, I decided to go ahead and make a video just on this little structure right here, this part of the model. Since the structure is so small, the other video I made might have been a little bit difficult to kind of pinpoint out what I was kind of pointing at, so hence the reason for making this video. Okay, so we're going to kind of talk about some of these structures here from our frontal view. This is all anterior. What we're looking at is the male reproductive system, missing the penis that's been cut away here, but we still have the two testes. Now we've got a more superficial view here and a deeper view over here, which would be on his right testy. What I have my pointer here on is the testy itself, which you can see are these red and blue lines representing various blood vessels surrounding the testy. What this structure is kind of sitting on top of the testy is the head of the epididymis. The epididymis being the organ that actually sits behind the testes, where the sperm are stored and will mature. In both views here, or both sides, you can see connecting the testes to the abdominal cavity is the spermatic cord. Where it enters into the abdominal cavity, we have the inguinal canal, which is a little kind of opening within the ab muscles. Dividing the two testes in half would be the scrotal septum, and you can see the scrotum down here on the bottom. If I turn it to the right here, I can see some of these internal structures. I'm going to zoom in just a little bit here. Our first cord here, our first tube, I should say, to point out, is the vas deferens. Vas deferens is actually a structure that comes up from the testes by way of the spermatic cord, and that's what delivers the sperm up and around the bladder, which is this organ here, and kind of back and around and down towards the prostate gland. So the prostate gland being right here, the seminal vesicle is right here, and it secretes fluid along with the sperm coming from the vas deferens or ductus deferens into the ejaculatory duct, which then dumps into the prostate gland. If I open up the model here, you'll be able to see kind of the internal parts of some of these structures. So we can see the inside of the bladder here, the nice thick layer of detrusor muscle. The first segment of the urethra that is traveling through the prostate gland makes this the prostatic urethra. This would be the ejaculatory duct connecting to the seminal vesicle and the ductus deferens. Then you have the intermediate urethra, kind of in this general region here, and then as it passes up towards the penis and out through the penis, it becomes the spongy urethra. So we had prostatic urethra, kind of intermediate or membranous urethra, and then the spongy urethra. What we can see actually behind the bladder is the last segments of the large intestine, which would be this tube right here. We have the rectum here, and then the anal canal, which is guarded by the external anal sphincter, which is voluntarily controlled, and the internal anal sphincter, which is involuntarily controlled. That leads to the opening, and if I put my model back together, you can see, I get to line up, that hole being the actual anus, okay, which is just the opening to the anal canal where the poop comes out. All right, thank you.